Here's a good one for you. What's an arcade video gamer's favourite band? Pac-Man Turner Overdrive. Yes, thank you very much. I'm here all week. But that has nothing to do with this game as such, because this is not Pac-Man, but Maze Eater, which means you go around a maze eating it. Well, actually, you're eating those things on the floor. They might be bolts or something. Oh dear, I'm dead. I prefer to think that they are donuts because I like donuts. But strangely, I've never liked jam donuts, but that's got nothing to do with this game either. Now you remember Smiley vs. the Grumpies, a basic version of the classic Pac-Man? Well, that game sucked because the AI was highly primitive. The AI here is still quite primitive, but for some reason this is a lot more fun to play. It's a lot quicker, there's a few more difficulty levels, and it's not completely impossible. Now it's time to play with 4 ghosts. Oh, get ready to die, Mr. Pac-Man. Oh goodness, I'm stuck. Oh! You can get them stuck next to a wall. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Oh no, they're closing in! I'm screwed! Eaten by the purple and green Ribena ghost. He's alternating between the apple and black currant flavours. And I am dead. This is still far better than the Atari 2600 version, I have to say. There is a bit of slowdown when there's more ghosts on the screen, but it's presentable. I mean, this is a game from a compilation tape called Cascades 50 cassette. Oh, come on, get out of the way. Oh! My name is that. From what I've played up to this point, this tape is far better than the other cassette, that 64 type-in games compilation, and I can just sit here and do nothing. Who's gonna move first? Of course, I could just sit here forever and wait, but I haven't got all day. See, look, there's a perfect example of the AI. They only follow you on the same plane. So there you go. There is a way to cheat this game. I've got him stuck. That's exactly what I wanted. So now I can collect all these coins up here, or whatever they are, square donuts. As long as I don't cross the same plane as that ghost, he will never move. See, look. There you go, he's moved. So, as long as I don't drop below here, he can never get me. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this! Oh no, he's too clever! Yes, he's cleverer than I thought. I was trying to lure him into a trap. Oh goodness! Oh no! I'm screwed now. Well, I didn't give that ghost the credit he deserved, because he is really quite clever. So, a new high score of 930 by the invisible bloke. What do I think of this? Well, it's quite good for a Pac-Man clone. There are far worse, and if you just take a look at my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find some of them. I swear I don't set out to do this, it just so happens that most of the bad games or average games out there are just copies of existing competent games. And this is actually quite competent, so I'm not going to sit here and rant against it, because I quite enjoyed that little jaunt into the world of Maze Eater. Although having said that, it probably isn't worth the effort going and looking for it, but then, what's the point of anything? What's the point of living your life and having fun? I'm going to have to leave you now, before this video becomes a mite philosophical. Philosophy, we can't be having that on this channel. If you thought that was good, let me tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet. Welcome to the Amstrad Pac-Man arcade emulation title, released just last year, I believe. And it's even got the real names of the ghosts from the arcade version. Ah, how faithful! And yes, it all looks very faithful, but as soon as you start playing, you realize that it's not really working. Why? Well, it's that old Amstrad problem, isn't it? Slow down. Our old friend, or should I say, archenemy. But, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here. I'm going to do a bit of manual overclocking, so just bear with me 1 second. Welcome to supercharged mode, yes! This is a lot better, isn't it? Well, it's marginally better. As you collect more of the dots, the slowdown recedes. Which could be a good thing. But there again, I'm terrible at video games, and I need all the help that I'm gonna get. Quick! Yes! Now the tables are turned. I can munch you like a muncher. Chicken like a man. Oh. Oh well, life still goes on. Ah, we've almost finished this board now, so we can move on to the next one. Oh no, the red one! Yes! Oh, look at that! So very close! The red ghost is mere inches away from eating Pac-Man. Hold on a minute. Do ghosts eat you? If a ghost actually got you, what would it do, apart from scare you? I don't think it would cause much physical harm, unless it was some sort of poltergeist. And I don't think these are poltergeists. Oh, goodness. Ah. Once again, my inability to play video games shines through. Well, I always compare these Pac-Man games to the Atari 2600 version, which is kind of my benchmark, because I believe it was the first Pac-Man game that I ever played. I was round at a friend's house at a party, and they had an Atari 2600 set up. I'd never seen one before, so I didn't know what on earth it was. It was just some great big clunking box. But it was a video game console. And at that point, I had a Super Nintendo, I believe. So in some ways, this was early exposure to retro consoles. Let's see if I can lure these fools into a corner. Oh, it's backfired! Oh, yes. Harry Yack, never try to be clever. It doesn't suit you. Oh dear. I think we'd better move on to another game now. Hey, you! It's time we were taking care of business. What do you think? Look at that high scoreboard. Everybody's got 100 points. Is that an omen? Let's hope not. Now, the first thing that I should point out here is the control scheme. It's a load of poop, and I'm going to demonstrate that in just a second. Okay, so here we go. The demonstration of why I do not like this game. It's purely and simply down to the controls, which are quite difficult to get to grips with. I should think, though, however, once you get past that stumbling block, this game is quite smooth, so it's actually one of the better Pac-Man clones, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to work these blasted controls. I mean, talk about multitasking. I think I need some more practice. I'm currently trying to move Pac-Man with the joystick, and it does not work. So yes, unfortunately, that's a real problem in my eyes here. But if you had very few games, then I'm sure you'd have a lot of time to invest into this to try and grasp the controls. Yes, just in time there. No! Now, having said all that, this is actually the best game I've played so far in this mini compilation video. Eat the strawberry. Ah! getting the hang of this now, slightly. Yeah, but it's going to take a while to completely master this. Oh, goodness. Ah, haha, fooled ya! I am the master of Pac-Man. Or Muncher, should I say. This is not Pac-Man, this is Muncher. This has nothing to do with Pac-Man for legal purposes. Oh, that ghost ran into me like an idiot. Quick, run off! The blue one's coming for you. Ah, there is a cracker. No! We couldn't get our dinner because I pressed all the wrong buttons once again. Oh! I was gonna say I'll try and complete this before the video is out, but it looks like it isn't gonna happen. So, of the Pac-Man games in this video, which one would I most recommend? Well, either the Pac-Man emulation game, or this one, Classic Muncher. Either's fine, if you can put up with keyboard controls. I've always been the same, I've always been a bit of a joystick man. Make up your own innuendos for that one. And hence, I'm gonna go with the arcade emulator. Overclocked, of course, because it's too slow otherwise. But given the choice, I'd actually always play the arcade original. And I'm sure I didn't need to make this video for you to work that out yourself. But just in case you didn't, there it is for you, as plain as day. Harry Yack providing that fantastic public service since 1998. Until next time, keep rolling on down that highway.